gobblers, and a pumpkin in a pumpkin patch. On the fourth day of Thanksgiving, the natives came to me.
4 bows and arrows, 3 native headdresses,
2 turkey gobblers,
and a pumpkin in a pumpkin patch.
On the fifth day of Thanksgiving, the natives came to me.
5 pairs of moccasins, 4 bows and arrows, 3 native headdresses,
2 turkey gobblers,
and a pumpkin in a pumpkin patch.
On the sixth day of Thanksgiving, the natives came to me.
6 native teepees, 5 pairs of moccasins, 4 bows and arrows, 3 native headdresses,
2 turkey gobblers,
and a pumpkin in a pumpkin patch.
On the seventh day of Thanksgiving, the natives came to me.
7 native tom-toms,
6 native teepees, 5 pairs of moccasins, 4 bows and arrows, 3 native headdresses,
2 turkey gobblers,
and a pumpkin in a pumpkin patch.
On the
Eighth day of Thanksgiving, the natives came to me.
8 woven blankets.
7 native tom-toms,
6 native teepees, 5 pairs of moccasins, 4 bows and arrows, 3 native headdresses,
2 turkey gobblers,
and a pumpkin in a pumpkin patch.
On the ninth day of Thanksgiving, the natives came to me.
9 cornucopias,
8 woven blankets.
7 native tom-toms,
6 native teepees, 5 pairs of moccasins, 4 bows and arrows, 3 native headdresses,
2 turkey gobblers,
and a pumpkin in a pumpkin patch.
All right, devised theater.
Is this for me?
Happy first day of rehearsal.
Jaxton, you didn't have to get me anything.
I know this gig's important to you, so I wanted you to have something extra special.
Oh, wow, it's great.
It's a water bottle.
Sure.
It's made from recycled glass from broken windows and housing projects.
No way, that's amazing.
I know!
Where did you find it?
At the farmer's market. It's symbolic of the way we're going to create this play. We start with this pile of jagged facts and misguided governmental policies and stereotypes about race and turn it on to something beautiful and dramatic and educational for the kids.
It's perfect. Thanks for getting me this gig. I'm not going to screw it up. What's that?
What's what?
Is that soy cheese or coagulated cheese squeezed from a cow?
Coagulated from a cow. You know I'm a vegan ally, but come to realize I like cheese on my crackers.
I already struggled with the holiday of death.
If you're playing on the Holiday of Death as being the title of your Thanksgiving play, you'll be fired for sure.
This is far more than a Thanksgiving play now. I got the Gender Equity and History Grant, the Excellence in Educational Theater Fellowship, a Municipal Arts Grant, and the Go Girl Scholastic Leadership Mentorship.
Trust me, I know parents. To get them back on your side, you need to kill a turkey.
I'm a vegan.
You're a teaching artist with a 300 parent petition to fire you.
I'm staying in the positive. This kind of talk isn't helping.
Okay, sending you nothing but light.
Thank you. I'm surprised too. I also got that Native American Heritage Month awareness through art grant.
Really?
They gave me funding so I could hire a professional actor.
Ah, finally!
And I was
Thank
able
you!
to bring the perfect one to town. She elevates the whole project.
Professional actor right here.
Technically, you volunteer for these school plays?
I get paid for that show at the farmer's market.
Yeah, but you do it on a street corner and are paid in a coffee can.
That is my official performance spot given to me by farmer's market security. Because they understand the importance of teaching about composting.
Jaxton, I value your work. But this woman is from Los Angeles.
Here we go with Los Angeles again. It's not even the center of the acting world.
It kind of is.
The commercial acting world. Be grateful you didn't make it there. Shows what kind of person you are.
The kind of person who isn't beautiful enough or sexy enough to compete.
Don't let your head go there, Logan.
Well, wait until you see this actor. She's so beautiful. So, LA,
What is beauty
a social construct
that we don't believe in? We value talent and art, not looks. You are a talented actress.
Even better, I'm a director now. But I still let my past in LA color my present, don't I?
You can't reach new lands until you let go of the shore. Or, in this case, return to old lands, but as a more enlightened person because of the journey to the new land, which is now old and needs to be let go of.
Exactly. I think I could be a mentor to this woman. Help her recover from the false value placed on her sexuality because I've taken that journey. Thank you for that self-awareness.
You're one of the most self-aware people I know.
Since knowing you.
Ah, I just do my best and hope to Buddha that my karma makes up for the rest of it.
Aw. It's almost time for rehearsal. We should be coupled.
All right, nothing but gender-neutral actor-director respect from here on. I'll get rid of the cheese.
No, I can handle it.
Am I in the right place for rehearsal?
Welcome, Mr. Green. I'm Logan, the director and your fellow collaborator. This is Jaxton Smithton.
Please just call me Caden. I'm only Mr. Green by students.
Oh, come on. Caden was so generously assigned to us by the school board as our history specialist.
You're from Lincoln Elementary, right?
I assure you my studies in American history go deeper than an elementary school level.
That's cool, bro. We met at the Let's Learn math tour, remember? I was playing Einstein. You had that student that threw up on my shoes.
Actually, I meant long before that. I've been to the Let's Learn Math and Let's Learn Geography and all the rest of the Let's Learn tours.
I don't think we played at Lincoln for the Let's Learn Geography tour.
I took a personal day at Sod at Washington Elementary. I'm a huge fan of your work. And I've seen every show you've directed since you got to Jefferson High. The Iceman Public was made so much more relevant with 15-year-olds.
I appreciate that.
It didn't deserve to be shut down.
300 parents disagree.
For now.
I so appreciate your support, Caden.
I'm an amateur actor and writer on the side, so it's a real thrill to work with professionals like yourselves.
That's awesome, man. Us professionals welcome you.
I'm especially excited because your email said this is a device piece, so we're all contributing, right?
Yes, but as the director, I have the final say in the construction.
This is a dream come true for me.
I'm going to rely on you quite a lot. This history stuff is not my strong suit. We're waiting on one more actor. Have some refreshments while I text her.
Some cheesecake?
So sorry I'm late. My Uber app disappeared, and the place where I'm staying at has terrible reception, and I couldn't find the internet password, so I had to take a bus. Have you ever taken a bus? It's not possible. I mean, it is literally impossible.
I think the word you want is figuratively, not literally.
What?
Since you're here, so it wasn't literally impossible. It's a common mistake.
Are you the director?
No, I am. We met at your Skype audition.
I thought you were the casting director.
We don't have casting directors for elementary school plays. I'm the director.
Oh, I'm Alicia.
I know, I hired you. This is Jaxton and Caden. I'm Logan.
Where's my script?
As my email stated, we're devising the piece together.
I'm an actress.
We come up with some ideas, try them out, improv some scenes, and then I take the connecting parts and piece them together and type it up.
Could I maybe come back when there's a script? I just got to town and I have like 100 things to do. And then there's the bus, figuratively.
The bus itself is literal.
The devising process is meant to empower the actors.
Do I get paid extra for empowerment?
No, but I want you to know that your voice is the most important in the play, even more important than mine. We could not do this without you.
Really?
Really?
Absolutely. And personally, I'm here for you.
Okay, I'll try it.
Is this how you created all of your shows?
It's been a dream of ours to do a fully devised educational play. It's the wave of the future in theater. I mean, actors in Sweden haven't touched a script in years. They're so far ahead of us.
IKEA's in Sweden, right?
Yes.
I love IKEA.
Me too. Everything in my apartment is IKEA, except my mattress and appliances and the toilet. But everything else.
Oh, we all got sucked in, but now we realize what a huge environmental disaster it is to ship box packages all over the world when we could just buy local.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, let's get started.
I combed through all my research from grad school and came up with some ideas. Did my homework.
Well, let's start with your research then. Great drama is at its core truth.
I suggest we begin 4,000 years ago when the ancient Northern Europeans first joined the agricultural revolution and reaped their first organized harvest as farmers. In order to give thanks to the gods for this new way of life, they feasted with ceremonies. Thousands of years later, those ceremonies became known as the modern Harvest Home Festival.
I thought we were doing a Thanksgiving play.
Another option is to focus on the fact that it's a November play.
Right, for Thanksgiving.
Oh, for Native American Heritage Month.
We're performing at something called the All-School Turkey Trot, not the Buffalo TP Trot.
It's not my place to tell you how to express yourself, but sound waves travel, you know.
As our Native American compass, Alicia is allowed to say what she wants on the subject.
Native American?
I told you I got the Heritage Month grant to hire the professional actor.
You didn't say it was for a Native American actor?
I thought it was implied.
I am so sorry. It's truly an honor to work with you. I've always been drawn to your ways.
You're a fan of my work?
Oh, more than a fan, I'm a devoted follower.
That's sweet. I just opened a new Instagram account. You should follow that one too.
I will.
Now for the interest and full disclosure, there are many factors, both grant and school board requirements, that we need to fulfill with this piece, including Thanksgiving. I'm a vegan, so this subject is especially sensitive for me. However, I want to lift up the acknowledgement that although my sensitivity about the slaughter of millions of animals is valid, including 45 million turkeys, I am conscious of not allowing my personal issues to take up more space in the room than the justified anger of the native people around this idea of Thanksgiving in our post-colonial society. I want to make that especially clear, especially for you, Alicia.
Okay.
If there's anything you want to say on the subject, please know we are holding this space for you.
I'm good right here.
Okay. This bit of research is great. Caden helped fulfill my Excellence in Education grant, but I wonder if the best place to start a 45-minute play for elementary school grades is 4,000 years ago.
Yeah, America didn't even exist.
Better times. Makes me wonder if using the term of the conqueror, American, could be a trigger for some people. What word do you prefer for calling this physical space? I've heard Turtle Island used a lot. Do you prefer that?
I like turtles.
Thanks for that awareness, Jaxton. Coded language is an issue that we all need to be conscious of, especially when dealing with the next generation.
I don't get codes.
Oh, because that's Navajo.
My next idea is pretty cool. Harvest Hope Festival is a direct line that can easily be drawn to our modern Thanksgiving celebration. See, I propose that we open on a huge bonfire with ancient European ancestors dancing and feasting on one side, and this is the exciting part, ancient Native American people doing the exact same thing on the other side.
I don't get it.
Of course, they weren't called Native American then. Coded language. Thank you, Alicia. Be sure that both these cultures were already celebrating harvest on both sides of the Atlantic. Two peoples on a parallel track for centuries before they collided as settlers and Wampanoags. History is so dynamic. I mean, it's really perfect for theater.
Yes, it is. I feel your passion, and I love it. But here's the reality. It's just the three of you.
Okay.
And it's a school show, just like all of the other ones you've been to, so fire won't fly.
Then I'm not clear how you plan to depict anything, even up to the traditionally recognized Thanksgiving, since all their cooking, warmth, and lighting was fire.
We're going to have to imagine that part.
But your email said we'd be doing something revolutionary in educational theater.
We're aiming for a revolution of ideas.
So we open on the two civilizations having feasts on opposite sides of the imaginary fire?
Let's put that in the simmering pot for now.
But to make it
Let's
simmer-
move forward in history. What can we do to celebrate Native Americans with 3 people in 45 minutes? Create a revolution in their minds.
45 minutes seems kind of long,
Well, it's a school play, so it's actually quite short.
but an average show at Disneyland is 20 minutes. That's what they think kids can handle.
We can consider that point of view, but I don't think that Disney.
If anyone knows kids, it's Disneyland. It's like science to them. I know. I was the 3rd understudy for Jasmine.
Isn't she Middle Eastern?
My look's super flexible.
Oh, yeah. I totally get that.
I hear you, Alicia, but the standard commission from the school board calls for a 45-minute play, so I think we should trust that they know a little something about kids, even if they do feed them slaughtered flesh and genetically enhanced garbage every day.
I guess.
Caden, what can you tell us about the first recognized Thanksgiving in America?
I imagine the third scene 3,500 years after the first.
What year?
1565.
That sounds close.
It's St. Augustine, Florida.
The Pilgrims landed in Florida? I had no idea. So that's why Disney World is there. Because it's the original crossroads of the world?
St. Augustine was a settlement of hundreds of Spanish people led by Pedro Menendez.
Oh, I might be a little bit Spanish. Para español o prima numero dos.
This Thanksgiving was a mass to celebrate a safe journey. Pedro ordered that the native people be fed as an act of goodwill. Fun fact, because they just came from Puerto Rico, it is likely that there are tropical fruits at the first feast instead of yams and squash.
So, for our play celebrating Native American Heritage Month, you want to have us be Spanish people holding a Catholic Mass and eating pineapples.
That's just one scene.
But the missionaries, Catholicism specifically, are indigenous and difficult subjects for indigenous people.
But it's true.
Seriously?
Well, let's move forward to New England.
But the scene of the next recognized Thanksgiving happens 30 years later in Texas.
OMG, there were pilgrims in Texas too?
An expedition of 500 Spanish people crossed the desert from Mexico to Texas. Men, women, children, and animals died along the way. Finally, they made it to the Rio Grande. However, many people were so overcome with excitement to find water that many rushed into the river and drowned.
Gotta admit, didn't see that coming.
Those that remained gave thanks.
How is this appropriate for children?
The local indigenous people joined them and caught fish for the feasting.
From the Rio Grande.
I would assume so. People in El Paso still celebrate that feast as the first Thanksgiving, only it's in April.
Are we getting even remotely close to the normal Thanksgiving we all know? The relatively happy one in November?
That's my next series of proposed scenes, but I warn you there is drama galore. At least 4 different dates are vying for the privilege of being first, and the reasons behind the feast are incredibly varied, from the gruesome...
Worse than eating fish that ate your drowned friends.
Much worse, to speculation that the entire Thanksgiving story was a fiction concocted to celebrate the victory of capitalism over communism.
So far, all of these stories are coming from the non-indigenous point of view. I think we need to hold space for the native perspective.
That's my role.
Alicia, what were you told by your family about the first Thanksgiving?
I mean, not much really. We aren't religious or anything.
Of course not.
We just ate and watched games. We didn't really talk about it much.
Maybe we could do something with that. Use play as a universal way to connect with the kids instead of those tired children's songs we make them sing every year.
Yeah, well, what kinds of games?
The same kinds that everyone watches.
Like what? Do you mind sharing those kind of things with us as a cast?
I guess. I think the Chiefs are playing on Monday, right?
There's a whole game just for Chiefs? That's amazing. How many are there?
The same number as any team, I guess. I don't really know football. It was just on in the background.
Wait, football?
Yeah, what did your family watch?
NFL football. Well, not anymore, but
You know what? This is a perfect example of the exotification of your culture. I mean, we assumed you were talking about Native American lacrosse or something, instead of just allowing you to be contemporary people.
I can't believe we did that. I'm so sorry, Alicia.
We did do one different thing on Thanksgiving. It came from my mom's people.
Do you mind sharing that with us?
Maybe we could get permission to incorporate it into the play. Respectfully.
First, we'd get an extra frozen turkey, a small one, and then we'd leave it in the freezer. And then right before dinner, all of the kids would go out into the driveway and set up these wooden blocks like bowling pins, and then we'd all take turns throwing the frozen turkey at it to see who could knock down the most. You know, they call them butterballs, but really, they're not shaped like balls.
Like, bowling?
With a frozen turkey?
Exactly, that's what we called it, frozen turkey bowling. It was hilarious.
Your hands would be freezing, so you just chuck the thing, and it would go all over the driveway.
This is your family tradition.
Well, it probably worked better in Iowa because that's where my mom's from, but in LA it would just start melting and get all mushy and runny.
Deep breaths.
God.
Deep breaths.
I really want to respect your voice and your people's. I just realized I never asked who they are.
You mean my family?
Yeah, what are they called?
Well, my mom's side is the Longs and my dad's is Hogan, but I use my middle name for acting. It makes it so I can play all kinds of characters.
Can I ask you something? In all respect.
I guess.
Isn't that problematic? I mean, we're all becoming aware of red face. Doesn't it worry you to be playing other races?
My agent had me take headshots as 6 different ethnic people, which got me many roles, such as Jasmine.
How do you take headshots as ethnicities? Well, what does that look like?
Different hair, accessories. My native shot has me in braids and a turquoise necklace.
Native Americans need to take Native American headshots? That seems wrong.
Every actress in LA has to take different types of shots. My agent told me to.
I wouldn't do everything your agent says.
He's my former agent now, so I don't do anything he says. And besides, Native Americans invented turquoise, so I don't see why me wearing it in a shot would piss them off. It's paying them a respect.
Them who?
The Native Americans.
But you're them.
Who?
Native American.
I play Native American.
You're not Native American?
I'm English and French and a little Spanish, we think.
But I hired you to be the Native American.
Yeah.
But you're not.
No.
But that's why your voice was so important.
My voice is the most important. You said so.
Because I thought you were Native American.
So non-Native American voices aren't important?
Didn't you wonder why we were asking your advice on all this stuff?
Because it's derived.
So,
Look, you hired me off of my Native American headshot, so that's on you. You can't fire me for this. It's a law.
we're 4 white people creating a culturally sensitive first Thanksgiving play for Native American Heritage Month. Oh my goddess.
Whatever, it's theater. None of us, we don't need actual Native Americans to play Native Americans in a Thanksgiving story. I mean, none of us are actual pilgrims, are we?
Interestingly, they didn't call themselves pilgrims. That's an
The point is, we're actors. We act. That's the job. Is Lumiere a real candlestick?
Well, actually, he kind of was.
Was Grandmother Willow a real willow?
She's animated, so
In the Disneyland show?
no.
Exactly. And the whole Pocahontas cast was Filipino. We shared a green room.
Do you have any non-Disney references in your life?
I could lose my job over this.
I don't think Alicia playing native will be a problem with the school district. I mean, there are some schools that are nearly all black, all Hispanic. If they tried to find ethnic-specific roles for everyone to play, they wouldn't be able to produce anything.
I know about colorblind casting, Caden. I'm the drama teacher. There are grants at stake. A lot of them. And the petition. If I'm not a director or an educator, I'm nothing. I don't know.
Look, stay in this moment.
But this moment sucks. Take 5.
A selection from songsforteachers.org.
Four little turkeys sitting in a row. First little turkey said, I don't want to grow. Second little turkey said, what do you know? Third little turkey said, Thanksgiving's near. Fourth little turkey said, that's what I hear. And all the little turkeys that were standing in a row all said together, come on, let's go.
Two little Indians flew with a gun. One shot the other, and then there was one. One little Indian left all alone. She went off and hung herself, and then there was none. Four fat turkeys standing on a gate. First little turkey said,
Oh my, it's getting late.
The second little turkey said,
Thanksgiving is our fate. The
third little turkey said,
Here comes the fire of his gun.
all said together. Improv.
So you just moved here?
Yeah?
What part of town are you in?
I don't know.
I grew up here, so if you want to know anything about anything, I can probably tell you.
Anything?
Anything about this town. But if you want to know anything else, I can look it up for you. I'm really good at research.
That's sweet.
Do you want my number or whatever?
I don't know if I'll be here long.
Don't like to count your chickens before they hatch?
I thought we were doing turkeys.
I've already screwed this up.
We can fix it. I looked over your Native American Heritage Month grant, and it doesn't explicitly say we have to use it for a Native American person.
Really?
As long as we do something that honors Native Americans for November, you're good to keep the money.
But that doesn't seem right. Besides, I really wanted a Native American voice in this play.
Didn't you check her enrollment card or something?
It's illegal to ask about ethnic, gender, or religious identification in the hiring process, which I totally support.
But it's pretty obvious that she's not Native.
You thought she was.
Hey, I could tell something was off. She's not centered enough. If it's so important to you, we can hire a Native actor, a real one.
None applied.
I find it hard to believe there aren't any Native American actors around here.
Have you ever seen one? I mean, I don't have the resources to go door to door looking for one. Alicia costs a lot of money. It's harder to be a mentor to her than I thought it would be.
Yeah, she does have a ton of conventional beauty. And sex appeal.
Jaxton!
I'm not seeing him into that, but she has a lot to overcome. It'll take time.
Despite all that, do you think we could still use her as Native American and call it colorblind casting?
I think we could get away with using her a few years ago, but now we're the post-racial society. We can't be blind to differences.
Right, before we were blind to race, now we totally see it. It's our duty as allies.
Yes, and as allies, we need to say something for those who can't be here, to speak for themselves.
Or is it as allies we need to make sure they're here to speak for themselves?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
So if nobody's here, does anyone speak for them?
I don't think we're supposed to speak for anyone but ourselves.
So we only speak for white people?
I think so. We see color, but we don't speak for it.
So Alicia definitely can't play Native. For sure.
Definitely not.
But can we really say that? I mean, then we're speaking for Native people who aren't here.
Maybe we should tell a Native American person and see if they say it.
Of course. But I don't know any Native Americans.
Oh, a guy in my yoga class put a sweat lodge on his deck, so he probably knows a local Native American person. He made it totally traditional.
That means he used dead animal skin to cover it, didn't he?
Yes, but he used upcycled leather from jackets he got on Etsy.
That helps. Your friend's not Native American?
No, he learned about it at Burning Man. But I'm sure he's had a Native American person to the lodge. Oh, wait, he's at a yoga retreat in Machu Picchu. No phones allowed.
Well, in the absence of any Native Americans, I suppose we should make a decision for the good of the school board, so they don't get in trouble.
Right. Then we're technically still speaking on behalf of white people because we're speaking for the school administration.
Yes, we're white people speaking for white people.
Okay.
We can do that.
Absolutely.
We're back, people. After some thinking, I've decided that we can't use non-Native people to play Native characters.
So there won't be any Native Americans in our Thanksgiving play for Native American Heritage Month?
It's the right thing to do.
But what part will I play?
You'll play a pilgrim.
But I may be part Spanish, so I should have the biggest parts in the Florida and Texas stories.
We aren't doing those stories.
Why not?
Yes, why not?
Because there aren't any white people in them, and we have a cast of all white people.
In this country, if you're part anything, you're not white. It's a drop thing. If I'm part Spanish, I'm not white, right?
I think that depends on the region of origin. I'm not an expert on...
The ethical thing to do is to play what we know we are.
I was promised a large part.
My gender equity and history grant requires a lead female historical figure, so that will be you.
Good.
This is a challenge, but we are the future in theater and education. Are we all in agreement?
Support.
Maine Pilgrim?
Yes, Caden?
I'll defend it to the school board if I have to.
Okay then, no Native Americans in our Thanksgiving play. Let's start with an improv. We'll do the traditional story we all know, just see where it goes.
That story isn't necessarily historically accurate.
We're trying to get our creative juices flowing to see what options we have to celebrate Native Americans without them. Let's act.
Which way's downstage?
It doesn't matter in an improv, you just react. Let's put the audience here. All right, you're at a pilgrim's house, preparing the meal for the first Thanksgiving.
I feel like it's my house.
Fine, let's leave the rest of the discoveries to the improv.
Beep, 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 beep. Beep, beep, beep.
Wait, isn't this food a gift from Native American people?
Yeah, isn't the whole point of Thanksgiving to thank the native people for saving us from something with food?
Starvation.
Yeah, we should totally thank them for that.
Well, why are we fixing this food if it was a gift?
The Pilgrims must have done some of the preparation.
But without any Native American people to guide them?
Actually, they...
Okay, you're sitting down to eat a meal that is already prepared.
More stuffing?
Stuffing is a modern dish, a more likely side considering the efficiency of the early settlers would be a type of sweetbreads or pate.
Caden, we call improv a world of yes. We don't question or try to make sense of choices, we just say yes and see where it leads us.
So sorry. Yes, I'd love some more. What'd you call it? Stuffing?
I was mistaken. It is corn. Native American corn.
Thank you.
This meal is wonderful.
Yes, without our Native American neighbors in the next room, we would have died from starvation.
Yes, we owe them thanks.
I thanked them.
Good.
Oh, we should say a prayer of thanks.
Public schools.
What?
We can't pray in public schools.
Pilgrims are religious, right?
Yes.
Brother Jaxton, would you lead us in a prayer of thanks?
Okay. Dear Father, shouldn't we wait to say the Thanksgiving prayer until our native brothers, what should we call them?
Indigenous people?
The truth is, from writings at this time, they were referred to as savages, but since we can't say that in a school show, we could just call them the natives, as in they're native to this land.
Okay, but my point was going to be, we should wait until our native brothers are in the room to say the Thanksgiving prayer.
Yes, let's wait for them. More vegetables?
Thank you.
And scene. We can't pray in schools, and we can't do a hero story without the hero.
It's weird.
Somehow we need Indians.
A dream sequence.
How does that help?
My character can dream that she's Native American, and I'll play me because it's my dream.
I think that's still Redface.
It's not red face. I'm a pilgrim dreaming native. It's totally different.
Well,
Technically, she would still be in Redface. But we're not hiding that she's in Redface.
It's meta, so maybe it's okay.
I think so.
Why do you two get to decide everything?
As enlightened white allies, Jaxton and I have put a lot of thought into these issues.
Like, every day of our lives, we can't escape our whiteness.
But I play white. I can decide things too.
Yeah, but I'm a straight, white male. It's an endless minefield.
I like girls too. Funnily, I'm Italian, which used to be considered ethnic, but is now white.
Whoa, this must be bringing up a lot of sensitivity issues for you. For being one of Christopher Columbus's bros.
I'm not related to Columbus.
But you have the knowledge that your people started the slavery and genocide of millions.
That's not all Columbus did.
Ah, you're balancing karma. We uplift the celebration of Native American Heritage Month, and Columbus Day inches a little closer to oblivion.
Columbus Day is actually a celebration of the contributions of Italians.
Then why not Mussolini Day? Or...
Focus, people. The idea on the table is that Alicia will dream she is native, therefore allowing a native perspective in the play. Do we have consensus?
I guess.
Yes.
You know what would be great? If it was like native me talking to pilgrim me, helping me see the beauty and bounty of this land.
So you're proposing that this whole section is just you?
I can tell the other characters about my dream in the morning.
But then it's just monologuing.
Some pretty amazing plays are mostly monologues, like the vagina monologues.
As an elementary school teacher, I can say with authority that monologues put children to sleep. Sorry.
What we need is conflict. I was just Googling, and it turns out things weren't so chill between the Pilgrims and the natives. I mean, obviously they were land stealers, like Columbus, but they were totally in the middle of some very specific battles.
So you guys can battle native meat in my dream.
Or we can all be white people, pilgrims, preparing for a battle. War is intense. Kids dig that.
I brought a dramatic post-battle scene that involves only white people, technically.
Oh, sweet.
But wait, we're celebrating violence?
Well, maybe my character is conflicted about fighting the Indians. Dear wife, I'm so conflicted about the impending war.
Let me soothe you, dear husband.
Maybe she's your sister or your platonic friend?
Oh, you two are a couple. I did not get that.
Jaxton and I share a mutually respectful relationship.
Oh, so you're not a couple.
New plan. Jaxton and Caden work on the battle idea. Alicia and I will work on the dream sequence.
Wait, isn't it inappropriate for us to split along gender lines?
I'll work with Alicia.
Isn't it more inappropriate for us to intentionally not split along gender lines?
I don't know.
The impetus was creative interest, so I think it's okay.
But two men doing the war stuff? Isn't that playing into gender assumptions that we want to disrupt?
But it's period, so we're being historically accurate.
Ah, you're right.
Yes.
Sorry.
No, thanks for being so conscious.
Are there any props or costumes around here?
There's a few.
Good stuff is out in the storage closet. Come on.
Great.
Alicia, I want to be sure there are no hard feelings with the whole Native American casting red face thing. I don't blame you at all, and I hope you can understand why we had to make this decision.
You're the director. It's your show.
No, it's our show. I want you to feel as empowered as possible. I've been a female actor in LA
You lived in LA.
for 6 weeks. My time in LA was hard, but I see now that it's not us women, but the business that makes us believe in lies of beauty and sex.
But sex is a real thing.
Yes, but believing that your ability to portray sex and beauty is tied to your value is a lie.
You don't think I'm beautiful?
Well, yes, in the way that society defines beauty and attaches worth to it. I see now that my own beauty is from the inside. We are all beautiful.
Of course you are.
You see my inner beauty?
No, I mean you're really pretty. You just hide it. But I could help you. Add a little makeup to highlight your eyes, add some lift to your hair, and you'd be gorgeous.
Not gorgeous.
Sure, change up the cut of your clothes. And add a hair flip, and Jaxton won't be able to keep his hands off of you.
I've never understood the hair flip.
It's easy. You just flip. There you go, you got it. Shows off your neck. Makes guys want to kiss it.
Enough hair flipping. What I wanted to say is that since my time in LA, I quit being an actor so I could be so much more. I have plans, dreams. Jaxton helped me stay focused on that path, and now I want to help you get on it too.
My boyfriend helped me, but he dropped me from his agency, so I dropped him from my life and moved out.
Good for you.
I mean, if he's not getting me work, then he's not getting sex, right?
There it is. You certainly should never feel pressured into sex or like it's a commodity.
Not unless I'm getting something good for it. Well, you've had sex, right?
Yes, but you know what? As our employer, we shouldn't even be talking about this. Now you're going to be a writer. You're going to have so many more options for your future.
Look, I'm not that smart.
Don't say that.
No, really, I'm not. I've been tested. But I know how to make people look at me and stare and not look away. And when I say something on stage, they believe me and they listen. But this history and writing stuff, I don't know how to do all that. So if you want to make me feel empowered or whatever, let me do what I know how to do and don't force me to do something that makes me feel stupid.
But I'm here to help you, teach you.
I don't want to learn.
Seriously?
I'm happy doing my thing.
You have no desire to be more than an actor.
What's wrong with being an actress?
Nothing. I don't believe I've ever met anybody without ambition, not in any aspect of my life.
I am ambitious. I want to do more acting.
Wow, you are certainly the most simple person I've ever met.
I'm not smart, but I'm definitely not simple-minded.
simplicity is difficult. Multitasking, constantly trying to do something more. Everyone does that. But to be simplicity, it's unbelievably difficult.
Not really. I just don't do the stuff I don't want to do and do the stuff I do.
You're talking directly to me and I can barely wrap my brain around it. I've never, for one moment in my life, been content.
I'm content all the time, except when my boyfriend dropped me, but I dumped him and felt fine.
Teach me to be content, please.
Right now?
Please. You have no idea how stressed I am. But if I could get my reputation back with the parents and they withdraw the petition, maybe next year I could. See? I'm already doing it. I'm already worried about next year's production and I haven't even started this one. Help me be content with this moment I'm in. We're in together.
Well, basically you don't do anything.
That's it?
Yeah, like usually in rehearsal, if we're working on someone else's scene, I'll just sit here. Or I'll play Angry Birds on my phone, but I forgot the charger and I don't want to wear down the battery.
So you meditate or what?
Nothing. I just sit here, stare out a window, or I'll stare at the ceiling. People leave you alone when you stare at the ceiling.
Okay.
So now we just do that.
Right now?
Uh-huh.
So do you like count the tiles or?
Nope, just stare at it.
Right. I can't turn my brain off.
Maybe you're too smart to be content.
I am smart. I've been tested too.
I can tell.
So I can't be content?
I've never met a smart person who is.
You're a lucky woman, Alicia.
I think so.
You're also wise. Are you sure you're not Native American?
Yep. Do you want me to write my dream monologues?
No, you don't have to write anything.
Cool.
I need a break. Keep doing nothing.
Got it.
Logan, are there any swords in here?
No.
Great rifles?
No.
We'll have to make do.
Assembly.
Oh, give me a home where the buffalo roam, where the deer and the antelope play, and the rabbit. It seldom is heard. It's a discouraging word, and the skies are not cloudy all day. The red man was pressed from his part of the west. He likely no more to return to the banks of the Red River, if seldom, if ever, where the flickering campfires burn. My country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died, land of the pilgrim pride, from every mountainside, let freedom ring!
There were public comments posted to that last song. They were posted 9 months ago. Are those really the lyrics? The Red Man? That's horrible. Look it up. It's historical. Quit being so sensitive. The Native American Gestalt.
Really think we can do all that?
It's historically accurate.
I don't know if it's such a good idea.
What about the battle scene first?
Trust me, I think the real impact is in the scene after the battle. Back at the fort.
Colony.
Pilgrim Palace.
Actually, it was quite Spartan.
Seriously, man. You gotta loosen up on the
But
facts.
facts are just facts. They don't loosen or tighten, they just are.
For now, we gotta zero in on a compelling story. Then we'll add all the facts in you think we need, okay?
Fine.
You've got a lot of scenes here.
Wait, thanks. Playwriting is a secret dream of mine.
Yeah, he told us that in like the first 5 minutes.
Well, you're the only ones who know. Well, you and all of my students.
Gotta give voice to your dreams, man. Speak your truth, and it will become truth.
I don't know if it actually works like that.
Facts kill dreams.
Well,
Do you know what I said I wanted to be when I grow up? An actor/yoga dude.
like teach yoga?
Just be yoga. People said it was crazy. It wasn't a real profession. But I said it anyway, and here I am. I act and I do yoga. I spoke my truth, it became truth.
That's seriously all you do?
Those are my passions.
You get paid for your passions.
Well, I have a day job, but that's not what's important in the story of me. Look, this homecoming scene of yours is the key.
I don't think Logan will like it.
It's a devised piece. She doesn't have to like everything. Oh, look! We've got a scene that has me so stoked.
Wow, that was fast. Great.
Caden's got like a whole play written. Just needs a little trimming and we can do it. Devising process, done.
But what about our input?
I can work in whatever Alicia's got.
Logan said I don't have to write anything. I'm being simplicity.
I'm supporting Alicia and sticking with her strengths. She does what she does best, and I want to honor that. It's so brave and zen, really. Jaxton, she has absolutely no desire to be more. She's like you, but way further down the path because she doesn't have intellect in her way.
Wait, like me?
Free. You yoga and sometimes act and just live. Alicia just acts, nothing else.
I do stuff sometimes.
But you don't need to do stuff. I'm telling you, Jaxton is genius, only she's not. That's not being offensive. She's been tested.
It's true.
I had it all wrong. She is here to mentor us.
Well, our scene is incredibly simplicity. It strikes at the core of the Native American gestalt with one visual. It's quite brilliant.
Thank you, Jaxton.
It's got a lot of clunky educational dialogue, but we'll fix that.
Oh. The year is 1631. Upon landing in Cape Cod, the separatists, now known as Pilgrims, immediately robbed the graves of nearly all the food stores of the local natives. However, with the help of Samoset, the English-speaking native would escape slavery. A tenuous treaty was drawn. But 6 years and many ships later, when the separatists found a white man dead on a boat in Plymouth, they immediately assumed the natives had killed him. Major John Mason gathered his men and surrounded an unsuspecting Pequot village. They killed 400 native men, women, and children. Major Mason and his men then returned home to give thanks and celebrate their victory.
Do not fear, good God-fearing folk. We have in short order laid waste to the savage villains. Prepare a feast most glorious, and give thanks to God, for he hath delivered our resounding victory. I bring forth the trophies of our labors.
Wait, are those heads?
Native American heads.
We shall give sport with the heads of our enemies on this day of thanks.
Yes, we shall.
Oh my God!
Oh, I want to play.
Don't touch that, Alicia!
Oh. Go. Frozen turkey boy!
Everyone stop! Have you all lost your minds? How is killing off hundreds of Native Americans and then kicking their heads around a proper celebration of Native American Heritage Month?
It's true and helps get a native presence in our play.
It's like those programs in high school where they make you visit a prison, stay out of prisons. Or see a crashed car to stay out of drunk driver cars. Or visit a morgue to stay out of morgues.
This is appalling.
But it's real. That's what we need. Not a cleansing of history, but an in-your-face reminder that this is what we're capable of. Or we'll keep doing it.
Exactly.
If I do a gruesome play where you kick heads
but the genocide on Turtle Island is ongoing. If we white people don't admit the horrors of what we did and are still doing, it won't stop.
First off, this is public school. The grand majority of these kids aren't white anyway. Second off, petition or not, I will be fired. We aren't doing this. I'm the director. I've decided.
But Lo, it's devised theater.
Jaxton, I made it clear in this format that in the beginning, I would have the final say.
Yeah, but
I said no.
you're being a bit... a bit dictatorial about all of this.
That is an incredibly offensive gender bias statement.
You know what? I went by the pronoun they for a full year. I'm allowed one mistake.
Oh, that wasn't a mistake. You've always been jealous of me because I'm a theater professional and you aren't.
You teach high school theater.
You're a street performer.
I'm a local celebrity.
Really?
Actually, yes. But I believe that you, as a fellow human being, are having difficulty with the inequities of our professional relationship and are lashing out.
Good girl.
Dude, I am feeling a tension in my positional relationship to you.
Sorry I had to call it out like that.
Whoa. I think this is what less than feels like.
I don't think of you as less than me.
You call me a street performer.
Well, you are. But if saying it in that tone offended you, I'm sorry for the results you felt, even though that was not my intention.
I think it was.
Oh, it was. But that is a profound gift. Do you know how hard it is for a straight, white male to feel less than in this world? I don't know if I've ever truly felt it in my life.
I have.
I don't want to lose this feeling. Say it again.
Seriously?
Please, Lo, help me.
You're a street performer?
Come on, give it to me.
You're a street performer.
If you care about me, hit me with it.
You're a bad street performer. The
Yes!
school board said I didn't have to hire you, but you work for free.
More!
And you're a terrible actor.
Hurt me!
And the sex
Whoa.
is so bizarre.
Too
Why
far.
do you... Sorry.
Whoa. I need to go meditate on this feeling right
Should
now.
we talk about...
Oh!
Maybe we should all just meditate for a moment. Just keep doing nothing.
Got it.
Applying social responsibility and ethics to a classroom Thanksgiving. Lesson plan for grades 9 through 12. Where?
Plymouth, Massachusetts.
When?
Thanksgiving 1997.
Excellent. Who?
The United American Indians of New England
Yeah!
and the local police.
Excellent. What?
Since 1970, a national mourning has been observed with a march at noon. In 1997, a police attempt to disband the march with tear gas and violent arrest.
25 people were arrested, many were injured. Medical attention was not immediately provided to those who were under arrest. The police characterized these as protesters, as terrorists, should be treated accordingly. 'Cause 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 '
Why? Why? All right. Your final assignment, then. Have the students write letters of apology to the Indians.
Oh, man.
And read them to each other.
No!
Finally, erased presents.
I've got it! Sorry, when you folks are done,
I'm good.
Whatever.
we'll start and Jaxton can join us. I'm gonna try a Pilgrim-style Thanksgiving play, but we show the actual erasure of Native people graphically.
I thought the scene with the heads was pretty graphic.
Graphic in a visceral way, not a visual one. We do a traditional style Thanksgiving play, like normal, with Native characters, but we don't play Native characters. We allow their absence to speak for them. Where is the missing indigenous perspective? It's certainly missing from this room. We hold space for them by literally holding space for them. Give me a few moments while I work on some dialogue.
I have a dinner scene I've been holding on to. No death or Spaniards, just the normal story we all know.
Let me see it.
Here it is.
Everyone, take a break while I figure this out. You actually did a whole lot of work.
That meditation was deep. Faced a lot about myself and my privilege.
I don't know if I can hear my girlfriend say that kind of thing about me and be okay with it.
Well, I know that her lashing out isn't about her and me, but actually her double exits, fighting back against centuries of patriarchal oppression. It's not personal. It may have felt personal for a second, which I totally needed. But intellectually, I know how to filter anything she says to me through layers of justified feminine rage.
So no matter what she says, you don't believe it.
I believe she believes it, but I know to trust myself first. Besides, not everybody's ready for tantric, right? You play oppressed characters a lot. How do you get in touch with that as a person of privilege?
I imagine I'm that character, so I feel what they feel.
But do you use substitution technique from your own life, or method, or what?
I pretend to be them.
That's it?
Yep. And I can make myself cry on command.
Like in a scene?
No, right now.
Whoa.
That is impressive.
I listed all my special skills. People ask me to do in auditions all the time.
I'm getting what Logan was saying about you. You're so simple.
She called me simplicity.
That's it. You should teach workshops. People would dig that.
It seems you either have simplicity or you don't. Smart people just don't get it. I tried with Logan just now and she couldn't do it.
So I must be too smart.
Maybe. He is for sure.
I'm okay with that.
Well, still though, you could charge people money to come listen to you.
That's what I do now. I'm an actress.
You are blowing my mind. Seriously. Mind blown.
No one's ever said that to me before when I had my clothes on.
I can't formulate a response that isn't not misogynistic.
Simplicity.
Okay, this is experimental, but that's what I love about theater for kids. You can really do anything and they'll follow you. We'll sit around the table of the first Thanksgiving. Our native friends are at their inn. First time through, we'll read out the lines. I'll read both Samoset and Massasoit.
Good native king and good interpreter, welcome on this day of the good Lord's feast of Thanksgiving. What may we offer to make your visit pleasing?
I, Samoset, will request more of the fowl your men gathered with their exploding sticks.
Wouldst thou prefer the breast or the leg?
Massasoit, which part of the bird is most pleasing to your countenance? That which is most succulent pleaseth me.
The breast is ample, whilst the leg is moist.
Dear wife, our gratitude is owed these men 1,000 times. Please, take the whole between you.
Yes, we would have died if did so many of our number.
And sing. Great work, everyone.
Dude, are you okay?
It just hit me. I wrote my words with real actors. This is the best day of my life.
Most people go their whole lives without living their dreams. But you put yourself out there.
I'm thrilled to facilitate this moment for you, Caden. I'd like to take a moment to honor your emotional space. And do it again.
Oh, it would help to hear with better acting this time. I think some context on why the two of you are so grateful will really help with the emotional arc.
Not cool, man.
Caden, it is customary that actors do not give each other any notes. Any notes come through the director.
Sorry, just trying to be helpful. There's something missing last time.
Ooh, want me to cry at the end?
That'll be great.
Okay, let's do it again, but this time I won't read the lines, but we'll look at the space and listen as if the characters are actually there.
But they aren't.
We're pretending.
Oh, I can do that. Good native king and good interpreter, welcome on this day of the good Lord's feast of Thanksgiving. What may we offer to make your visit pleasing? Wouldst thou prefer the breast or the leg? The breast is ample, whilst the leg is moist. What?
Ample breasts, moist legs.
Only those with juvenile humor would find this pleasant exchange about food humorous.
Our audience is all juveniles.
Juvenile humor aside, I think it really worked. Notice how in the moments of silence we were all totally focused. It was so impactful.
I felt that.
But can we do a whole play like that?
It's applicable to our contemporary situation. Erase presence.
Although the acting was great, it wasn't as strong for me as the first time through with all the lines.
This is very early discovery. We're playing.
Perhaps we could do it like a ventriloquist, still keep the visual nothing but say the lines like this. I saw a central request behold the valley ready to go with their exploding sticks.
Exploding sticks? King you horn dog? You wrote a sex comedy.
I did not.
Please stop talking about sex.
I'm simply naming what's in the room.
This is a children's show.
Caden wrote a sex comedy. And I, as a heteronormative male, recognize and honor the power of Alicia's sacral chakra. Oh yeah, I'll give you something to feast on.
Partake of my generous bounty, good sir.
Let your rich sausage run down my chin.
Willst thou have me carve the breast?
Wait, what?
Okay, that's enough. Caden, the voice takes away from the idea of erased presence, you know what I mean?
But I don't think the erased presence works as well as the lines I wrote.
He's right, Lo. The silence is wrong.
Why are you fighting me?
By silencing the native voices, we've made them too strong. Silence is so powerful on stage. Our characters can't compete with that.
But we want the silence to be strong. The nothingness of the natives is the whole point.
So it's an inequality.
Yes.
Then are we being fair to the pilgrims?
Separatists.
White people?
Aren't we aiming for an equitable world, not a fair world?
You hit it right in the chakras. By doing this with the silenced voices, we're reinforcing the inequality of humans, calling out one human as more worthy of attention and power.
But this is Native American Heritage Month, a particular time set aside to allow one people's voice to be over others.
But do we believe in that? Or have we played right into a massive blind spot? I mean, if we give a month to everyone, will it ever be fair? No. Someone will always be left out. Or get a weird month like Hispanic Heritage Month.
When's Hispanic Heritage Month?
September 15th to October 15th.
How is that even a month?
Exactly.
Well, it is 30 days.
And it coincides with the independence days of several Latin American countries.
Oh, come on. How is it fair to give one group a mid-month as their month?
There isn't a white person month. I checked.
That's what I'm saying. Thank you, Alicia.
Basically, every month is White People Month.
But once we're the minority again, will we get an official month? And will that make things right? No. The point is, this whole project is inherently inequitable. By raising up one voice through a month or silence, we're lowering another. That's not what we should be teaching children.
I think we're getting off topic here. My idea...
We have a worksheet for this, to add up privilege so that we can equalize it.
What's privilege?
The things about you that give you power.
Oh, I'm hot. That's power, so that's privilege.
Believing that your power is because of your looks is buying into a subjective social standard.
I haven't had to open my own door or pay for my own drink since I was 16. Hotness is privilege.
I think she's right.
Although I respect your hotness, Alicia, this kind of talk will get my Go Girl Scholastic Leadership funding old.
We could talk about your hotness at break, Alicia. Now, if we apply the worksheet to Logan's idea, the white people are visible, so that's one point. And the native people have a month and silence, so that's 2 points. And the story's written pretty evenly, so that's a point to both. See? The silence makes it unequal.
So, if one side is silent, for it to be equal, don't both sides get to be silent?
She might be right. It is the definition of simplicity.
No, it's not. It's the definition of madness. You can't have a silent play.
Well, actually, it's been done.
How will they hear my script?
They were only going to hear the white half anyway. This would be closer to equal.
What do we do? Mime the story of the first Thanksgiving?
Mimes are so rude.
I think we just feel the words.
I can do that.
Fine, let's give it a try.
No.
Caden, it's a fluid process. It doesn't mean we're abandoning script completely.
Yes, it does. You've talked yourself into this equality thing. I've written 62 plays for grown-ups. It's the first one that's actually being read by actors over the age of 9. Do you have any idea how hard it is to labor over every line of historically correct language, only to hear it read by people who can't pronounce 3-syllable words? It's excruciating. This is finally my chance to have my words read by people who can spell theater.
It's R-E, right?
That's an interesting debate that I'll tell you about later. But right now, I'm not letting you take away my chance to have my words read by grown-ups.
It's the right thing to do. Go, Alicia.
I can't go back to 3rd grade. I won't. Good native king and good interpreter. Welcome on this day of the Good Lord's Feast of Thanksgiving.
Shut it.
Respectful touch, respectful touch.
What may I offer to make your visit pleasing?
Respect the man, Caden.
I, Samoset, most request form to follow your
Think about the children.
Massasoit, which part of the bird is most pleasing to your countenance? That which is most succulent pleases me.
That's
We are
it.
the future.
The breast is ample, whilst the leg is moist.
Everyone stop doing anything. We've done it.
This?
In the middle of the room. Look at it.
What?
I don't see it.
That is our play.
I'm not following.
That space in the middle, that perfectly equitable emptiness.
I want to see.
The room is the play?
We've been trying too hard. That space in the middle is finally completely equal. That is our Thanksgiving play.
The entire play is nothingness?
Oh, I see that.
We've been trying too hard. 4 white people can't do a Thanksgiving play that doesn't piss off the parents or the funders or the universe. So we don't. Feel it for a moment.
I feel it.
It is something.
This nothing breaks the cycle of lies, stereotypes, and inequality.
The parents can't object to that.
It's brilliant, Lo. You did it.
No, we did it. We all created this nothing together.
So, we're done.
That's it?
One rehearsal, that's got to be a record.
That's how us professionals roll.
I believe I have a contract to act in a play.
You and Jaxton will be credited as actors and collaborators. Caden will be given an added credit of dramaturg.
Dramaturg, the holy grail of American theater titles.
What is that?
No one knows.
I still get paid for the rest of the rehearsals, right?
Of course.
Can we come back tomorrow?
We don't have to, but the space is here for us if we want it.
We could work on the sex comedy.
I'd like that.
As the director, I should technically be in the room.
So, same time tomorrow, I'll bring pages.
I'll be late just because.
Because of the bus?
Oh, yeah, right, yeah, that's why.
I can give you a ride home and pick you up and give you a ride home again.
Okay. Can you also write a play for me? I want to play a better-known historical feminist, like Carrie Bradshaw, or Laura Croft, or Giera.
Sure.
Are we okay?
Yeah. You've inspired me, Lo. Really.
Thank you, that means a lot.
This piece, the nothing, it's taught me that we need to do more of that.
But how can the play be more than nothing?
Not the play. We need to be less. Do less. That's the lesson. By doing nothing, we become part of the solution. But it has to start here, with us.
All right, curtain call.